What is she talking about?
I'm on drugs!
Okay, let's start off with this. Protect your peace because it's priceless. I really do believe that you should protect your peace because it's priceless. You cannot control what other people say or do. You can only control yourself, how you respond to things, but you also can control how you allow people to treat you, because you teach people how to treat you. So you have to set the standard, set the tone, set the expectation. Going forward, starting now, this is how we're going to start this off, and this is how it's going to go, respectfully and humbly too, because you're not here to make anybody do anything. You can only control yourself, as I said, but you definitely can control the things you allow to be done to you by setting boundaries, setting standards, and setting a tone, and communicating what you will accept and what you won't accept, and what's tolerable and what's not to you. And this is for the benefit of you, because again, this is about your peace, your purpose, and protecting your mental health and protecting your peace, because like I said, it's priceless. Protect your peace because it's priceless. So I'm going to start with this. First things first, I had an assignment. I was booked to work at a facility. After working all day at one facility, I'm going from one facility to the next. Early in the morning, I got a message from the scheduler at this particular facility that I was booked to work at later in the day. The message was saying who she was, where she was coming, contacting me from, and asking was I'm coming to the scheduled shift later that day. She just wanted to confirm. I responded, good morning, and confirmed. She sent me a login code for their EMR system so that I can chart. And later she messaged me, oh, and you know what, wrong. I left out the part where later I messaged her to let her know what my ETA was, that I was giving a report to the nurse and counting from the shift I was on that was ending, and letting her know what my ETA was. I got a call en route to the facility because I was running about close to 15-20 minutes beyond the time that I estimated my ETA to be. And it was one of the workers there. I don't know what her position is, because she didn't identify on the phone, but also I couldn't hear her well because I was driving. So I put the car on car talk, and I told her how to pronounce my name right, because people always say my name wrong. They always think it's Keisha. It's Kesiah, like Messiah with a K. So I said, no, this is Kesiah, but I'm only 10 minutes away from the facility. So I pulled up, and I go in. I see the receptionist at the front desk. So I identify myself, and I asked her, does she have the schedule? She didn't have the schedule. So I asked her who in the building would have the schedule, or can you direct me to one of the nurses stations? Because once I get to the nurses station, I can see if they have a schedule there. She advised me to go turn right, go down to the end of the hall, turn left. And there's a nurse station down there. That's the one she recommended I would. Okay, my video cut off, so I had to delete to make some space. So I go down to the nurses station she directed me to, and as I'm walking up, I hear someone say, here's the agency nurse now. So they asked me, two different people at the same time say, are you Keisha? I said, no, my name is Kesiah, but yes, I am the agency nurse. So I hear one of them that was on the phone saying, here's the agency nurse now. She said, yeah, she's here. So as I walk up, I'm right behind her. I hear her ask the person on the phone, does she have a login code? I saw to her from behind her because she hadn't turned around yet. I said, yeah, I have a login code. I received one from the scheduler this morning. So she finishes her conversation on the phone. She gets off the phone, and then she walks around the desk. She comes back to the desk and answers a call, and then she says, oh, what the fuck, somebody calling off again. I don't know what they gonna do. It still makes no sense. They gotta call off for the night shift. And mind you guys, healthcare is hard. I always tell y'all, shortages everywhere, poor staffing. We don't have a lot of help. That's the reason why I enjoy working agency, because I enjoy helping out at places where they don't have a lot of staff, where they need the help. I feel appreciated more, and I like the flexibility. It's a lot of different reasons why I like working agency. I like being, 1099 employee, working for myself. I like working when I want to work. It's a lot of benefits, and I love travel. But in any event, we fast forward to she gets off that call. She still hasn't said. Now, mind you, her and another staff member, I was assuming was a nurse. It could have been a QMA because it's Indiana, so they have QMAs in Indiana. I don't know what other states that have QMAs because this whole QMA thing is new to me, but big shout out to the QMAs. I really like having a Q. So in any event, both of them are, just working, going back and forth. Nobody's saying anything to me like, here's your report, here's your keys, let's count, nothing. So I hear another nurse or another staff member, I'm assuming she's a nurse, she's in the middle hall with the laptop charting. So she's on the computer. So she says something from down the hall, but I couldn't make it out. So then I say, yeah, I'm the agency nurse, because I couldn't identify what she said. I asked her to repeat it, she repeated it, I still didn't make it out. So she was like, okay. 15 minutes go by, I'm just standing there still. I'm looking through my phone, looking up, looking around, waiting, who's going to give a report. So I asked the one who was down the hall who had said something to me, asked me something, who I couldn't make out before. I said, hey, which one of you guys has the keys and is going to give me a report? So she says, oh, the nurse left that was going to give you a report. So I'm like, okay, but my thing is, it doesn't matter if this is how it go, you guys. When there's a staff member that leaves ahead of you before you get there, whether they gave report to someone or not, usually they would have counted with another staff member and given them the keys, or left the keys somewhere and said, hey, this is where the keys is, this is where the report sheet I left, or this is the assignment. They print out the people you have, or somebody who's already there, who's working there, can also do the same thing and say, hey, these are the people you're going to have, and show you where your keys at, give your keys and count the narcotics with you so you can start your med pass. Nobody's doing that. So I say, okay, well, they must don't need a nurse. So I gets my coat, I walks out the door. As I'm walking to the door, though, I call the person who had just called me when I was en route to the facility just to get an ETA, and they didn't answer, so I left them a detailed message explaining the situation about what happened. Like, clearly there's nobody here that's gonna take the directive to tell me where to go, who I'm taking care of, give me a report, give me an assignment. It's not considered job abandonment because I have not taken a report from anybody, haven't gotten keys, haven't counted narcotics, haven't been given an assignment or anything, or direction or where to go, what I'm doing. But I do want to just express that a lot of times you go to places and you experience, maybe their staff, they're receptive or kind, maybe they're not. It doesn't matter. You can't control other people and how they receive you or how they are to greet you. Everybody's not happy to have help. Everybody's not happy that you're there, but they be expecting you to come and checking for you. The phone cut off, so I don't got enough space. I have to make a little space, so I'm gonna try to make this quick so I can end the video. But I did receive a text message, so I left the message, like I said, explaining the situation. I received a text message from a different person. It was the scheduler from before or whatever. So I saw the number, I called the number. First, I didn't know that was the scheduler. The text message said, can I ask why you left? So that's not something that's textable, because that's a conversation to have. Because I wind up calling the number right after I saw the message so that I can communicate the same thing that I'm communicating in this video. We was on the phone about 7 minutes, and I will insert the screenshots because I believe it's important to communicate. And she was very apologetic. She said she totally understands because that's how they are there, and she's used to them. They are like that, and that she was sorry, and that she hopes that it didn't give a bad taste for the facility, and then I'm still willing to, pick up shifts with them. And I explained to her that I am. It's not about the facility. It's not even about the staff. It's about that if I've been at work all day, or even if I hadn't, if I was coming from home, if I come to work at your facility and you know that I'm here to help out and you don't have any keys for me, any directives for me, any reports to give me, can't tell me where to go, you really must don't need me there. And I'm not just and if you leave me standing around just looking crazy, waiting for directives and asking questions and still not getting where I need to get my job started and get these meds passed, then I'm going to leave. I'm not going to stay there and just stand there and just be standing there in the middle of the nursing station just looking crazy, doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because why am I there? And she said, she totally understands or whatever. But it's also about teaching people how to treat you. When I did, just give her my advice, if you could just talk to your staff going forward, when you have people come, show them where they need to go, give them a report, count with them, be receptive and helpful so that they can do their job, so they can help you, because that takes work off of everybody else that's already there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not fair to the residents or the people who are waiting to get their medicine, waiting to get help. Everybody just thinking about themselves and nobody's thinking about the people that need help. And okay, so the video cut off. Okay, the last part I want to talk about is this Jules, where I'm at right now before I leave, on 75th and Stony Island. Y'all have a cashier in there who can use a little customer service retraining, okay? And this is what happened, y'all. So I'm in the line, okay, and they say the line next to me, there's a cashier that says, oh, I'm opening this line. So there was a guy that was behind me. Nobody moved. So I said, okay, I'll just go over there. Mind you, there was a person ahead of me that was next to be rung up, and I'm behind him. I go over, before I go over, I tell the guy behind me, I think they opened up that line right here next to us. He says, okay. So I go over, he come over behind me. The woman, as soon as I'm coming up, the cashier, she says, weren't you next in line at that register over there? I said, sorta. I think there's a guy that's actually next line ahead of me. I'm next behind him though. So I'm unloading the groceries, and she says, oh, I just was wondering why you come over here. I said,
This motherfucker's a retard.
because I heard you said you opened up the line. Is it open or no? And so she like, yeah, it's open. And I'm like, okay. So I finished what I'm doing. She's like, I just was wondering. I said,
Huh?
That's so irrelevant. Like, it's so irrelevant.
what? Because I'm trying to figure out where is this going? Because either you're going to ring me up or you're not. And why does it matter? So then next she says, oh, so you're going to go from that line to this line? I say, yeah. She see how it go when you say you open up a line. Whoever comes over. I'm like, it shouldn't matter. I'm like, are you ringing me up or not? I asked her again. She said, yeah, I'm ringing you up. So she started ringing up the girl. She's on the phone. I didn't know. She had an earpiece in. She's talking to her. She's like, yeah, because this person right here, she was next in line over there, but she came over here.
That's ignorant.
This nigga.
I didn't say anything. I just let her finish ringing me up. And then she tried to overcharge me on my, but I be paying attention. I told you ring up something 3 times, only have one of those.
Oh my God.
You are on crack, all right? And not the good kind.
So she fixed it and took it off. But this is my thing. Stop playing with people, y'all. Stop being rude.
Heard enough. You are a sinner. So you're just gonna judge me? Oh no, I'm not judging you. What I'm saying is, you're going to hell.
If you in the line, you doing your job, you get paid, last time I checked, by the hour at Jules. You don't get paid by the worker. And if you did get paid by the worker, you should want to ring up as many customers as you can. Daddy, chill.
That's hilarious.
It doesn't matter if someone comes from the line over on the side of you. If they was the next in line, it doesn't matter. You still just ring them up. Why do you have to take the time to do dialogue on both, 2 different times, on whether or not they're next in line and the line on the side of you or not? They're in your line right now. And like I said, you know, are you ringing me up or not? Like I asked, are you ringing up or not? So if you're ringing a person up, why are you still talking? Just ring them up. It's like everything's a big deal. That's what I always wondered about people. Like, everybody makes everything a big deal. Just do your job.
Oh no. Harriet!
Just like the situation with the nurse. Like, you have a job to do. Like, I'm sure you was told that because you was expecting me, you knew my name. Well, you thought you knew my name. You started to say my name. When I came, everybody has a job, but people don't want to do their job. They want to do the bare minimum, and then they want to be rude to people at the same time. But it's up to you how you teach people how to treat you. You do not have to tolerate that. You can protect your peace, like I said, because you teach people how to treat you.
Pure genius.
So if you just take anything, like case in point, if I would have been like, oh, so let me get out this line and let the guy behind me go, then what is that? No. I'm here to get service. I'm here to purchase my groceries and go. So ring me up, ma'am. Do your job.
Don't touch me.
That's all. You have to set standards, but you also have to protect your peace. I don't go back and forth. I'm not going to argue. But I am going to communicate, because I'm not going to allow you to dismiss me. And I'm not going to allow you to just have me standing nowhere looking crazy and not giving me directive, because I can go home.
We know.
My nigga.
you're right.